As you all know, I'm Lady V. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. Today on my show, I'm going to discuss a few things. One, that money drop in Atlanta. What would you do if that was you in that situation? Would you stop on the interstate and actually get out your car and go scoop up money? Now, here's the catch. Would you return it? Would you give back? Would you give that money back because you know it's not yours? If so, or if not so, take the time to drop a few lines and tell me why you wouldn't give it back, and tell me why you would give it back. To me personally, I wouldn't have got out my car and got it because I already know that, for one, it's a lot of video footage out there. Two, doing wrong, nothing good comes to you. Three, it's just, we all need money, but gosh dog it, in a situation like that, I think I'm gonna just keep it moving because I know in the end it's gonna be all over the news. My picture's gonna be everywhere because I'm gonna be one of the ones like, oh my god, I'm rich, I got that money, and it could have been $1. But the point is those people did not intend for that money to fall out that truck like that. So me being a good person, I would have got out and I would have gave it back if I did get out. So tell me, how you feel about that situation. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what would you do? Because it is like a challenge to try to do right every day. But if you have a choice to do right or to do wrong, I'm going with the do right, because in the end, when you do wrong, nothing good comes out of that. So yeah, I would probably just went ahead and left it where it was. So yeah, just go ahead and underneath this video, drop how you feel. Tell me what your thoughts is about the ones that were out there getting the money. How many people do you think are really going to turn themselves in? Because on the video I saw several people and cameras and video footage. And at this point, I don't think I would be able to handle a felony or theft, fraud, whatever the case may be. I don't want no parts of it. Anyway, today on my show, I will be discussing something very serious. To me, I feel like it's serious because a lot of children, a lot of adults, a lot of family members could be going through this at this very moment, and we don't know unless someone says something. Have you ever been touched? Have you ever been molested? Have you ever been sexually assaulted, sexually abused, sexually tormented, sexually tortured, anything in that nature? If so, take the time out your time to tune in. This is serious. I really feel like, being touched, messed with, fondled with is like, it does something to your spirits, especially at a young age. If you're young, you could possibly grow older to do that to others, or you could have anger issues, or you could have a disconnection with life, being touched on, being sexually assaulted or abused. It's not right, nor is it fair. And I'm sure it's a lot of people around me in my city, in other states, in other countries, that are being touched, and they're afraid to talk about it. They're afraid to tell someone because either A, they're not going to believe them, B, they're not going to leave that person or that situation, C, they're just not ready to hear that because they don't know what it feels like to have been touched or have been, someone to hold you against your will without your permission. It is really serious out here. So if you've been touched, if you've been tormented, if you've been tortured, if you've been sexually assaulted, sexually abused, please take the time to drop down on my comment section and to give me some type of feedback that can help others out there that has been touched, that has been, sexually assaulted in a way that it destroys them. I was never actually ever penetrated, but I was fondled as a little girl. And, who knows, being in that situation made me feel like I was just yucky. Like, why? Who would do this to me? Why would they do this to me? Why did I deserve this? Like, why am I in this situation? Why am I in this position? Why am I being controlled by a pedophile? You see what I'm saying? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I the one that has to go through these things? And that's what you ask yourself when you're put in a situation like that. You're scared, you're lonely, you're afraid to go to anyone because people threaten you in a situation like that. People can hold guns to your head. People can hold a knife to your head. People can tie you down. I mean, it's all types of reasons and ways people can get a hold of you and try to destroy you. And I feel like if you've ever been sexually assaulted or sexually abused or sexually manipulated, let me know. Share your story. It's time to speak on that. It's time to raise awareness. It's time to wake others up. You don't have to hide that. You don't have to keep that a secret. You don't have to not tell someone. You don't have to be ashamed. You do not have to be in denial. You're not wrong, and it's not meant for you. It is not supposed to happen to you. It's people out here that's sick and they need help. They truly need help, prayer, guidance, and need to be locked away because that is wrong. You're wrong if you're out there touching people. You're wrong if you're out there holding people against their will, doing things to them that they do not want done. If it's not consensual, then it is not right. You have to think about those things. Rather a girl looks good at 14 and she thick with a big booty and hips. No. Keep it moving. Ask her age. Reassure. Let me see your ID. They don't want to show the ID. Keep it moving. That's not for you. Because anybody that cannot tell you who they are and show who they are, then they're not who they are. And sometimes we have to take that extra step to save ourselves, to keep us from putting ourselves in situations that in the end we're not going to know how to get ourselves out of, especially if you don't have the right type of funds to get yourself out of a rut like that, if it wasn't intentionally done. But that's why you recheck. You check IDs, birth certificates. I don't care. Do whatever it takes to save your life. Because nowadays you have young girls that's lying. You have young boys that's lying. You have pedophiles out here walking freely that hasn't been caught. They live within the family. They lie dormant. And they don't go for their victims until it's quiet and they think it's the perfect time to go in for the kill. But you have to be strong enough to stand up and to tell someone. You have to be that one that is going to be strong, that is going to hold that strength together and make people aware of the circumstances that's at hand. It is serious. It is serious to hold that feeling in and not tell no one. You can become sick. You can become depressed. You can become abusive yourself. You can be a sexual predator yourself. Be aware of certain surroundings and certain circumstances that you apply or put yourself in. You have to make sure that you're aware of all surroundings because it is serious out here. It's a lot of sick people that has diseases. It is a disease. They are battling demons within themselves. We don't know because they're regular people. Regular people walking freely, and you don't know until it happens to you or until it's in your home. Make your family aware. Tell someone. Go get help. Go get counseling. Seek shelter. If you're living with this person and you don't know how to get out of there, call someone. Tell them your situation and briefly describe what you're going through, and they will get you help. It could be, I know it could be, it could scare you and it can make you be like, no, I don't want to say anything. If I say something, my family's going to feel this way or they're going to think I'm lying. You have to ask God. You have to pray to the Lord and you have to believe and keep faith that He is going to allow this to come to the light. You have to be faithful within yourself as well. It is serious. Don't go through life not telling. Tell someone. You can possibly save someone's life. You can save someone's future. And you can save someone's child. You can save yourself. I'd rather see that than to see you to go around in the world and not say anything. Silence is not the answer. Speaking up is. Do what's right and get help. I'm Lady V. Take the time to tune in and always remember, self-worth is the best worth. That's the best worth that you can have, is standing up for yourself and making people aware of situations and allowing other parents, other people to talk to their children and let them know that this is what's at hand out here in this world. It's real life creeps out here. I'm Lady V. Peace.